The landscape has changed. Yes, I'm not inside of the metal forest anymore. Oh man, it feels great. Being outside of the metal forest. There's something beautiful about that. Now we're into the non-metal forest. You gotta be in a forest one way or another. Now, I want to say to Mr. West that I did try. I tried using my little pink headset over there to use the mic that's dangling right next to my mouth, which one would assume would improve the sound quality, but I don't know that has a mic, and if it does, it wasn't turning on. So these were not. If you examine this very closely, you will see that both sides have a little hole, which presumably would be a microphone, but I don't know. I really don't know. What's going on in the world? I guess lots of things are going on because stuff is always going on. What's going on with me is I have escaped the metal forest, and I'm just feeling a little bit giddy about it because it's kind of hard to the metal forests or cities, the electri cities, have a gravitational pull in them, and they try to pull all the living beings back in so they can suck all their innards out. And if you get out to the forest, actually, some innards are being sucked and whatnot, but it's more of a communal sharing rather than a forced sort of extraction mechanism, which is more conducive to sort of amenability, or as Brian Tate would call it, conviviality. So basically, it's nicer out here than it is in the metal forest. It is not as nice as this forest, even though this forest is artificial in a sense as well. Can't escape it really completely, but there's somebody behind me. See that man? Wonder if he wants to do an interview. There's always somebody behind me. Okay, so basically, here's the deal. I would like to do 30 days, 30 shows. Is that too much to ask? 30 days, 30 shows, one show per day for 30 days straight. Is that too much to ask? Is that not enough? Is it somewhere in the middle? I'm not sure. But I had the impulse to try it, so I'm going to try it. And I don't know if it's going to work. Might work, might not work. It might end up in having slightly more than the normal amount of shows in a month, which is probably like 2 to 4 kind of ish. So going from 2 to 4 in a month to 30 in a month, I guess if you're looking at trends and graphical representations of movements, that would indicate a pretty big spike, which of course is visible forward and backward in time. So of course, we all know the drill. But I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna see what happens. Something will happen. And I already have Lauda. Maybe Lauda can be the anchor point. Lauda is coming back on in probably a week and a half. So I guess the game rules of this particular challenge would be that the 30 days starts the first day that I get somebody to have on the show, whether that be tonight, tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month, next year, next lifetime, whichever. It will start then, and then it will go for 30 days from that point. And I would say to keep a running sort of 2 to 3 scheduled as we roll on through the 30 days. I don't need to schedule out the entire 30 days on day one. If that did happen, then, fine, but I doubt that's going to happen. But this is an opportunity for anybody who's ever wanted to come on the show and has either been scared or been shooed off by the controllers somehow, or has been myriads of reasons for it happening or not happening. But if you're one of those who have ever wanted to come on the show and have not, this is your opportunity. And also, part of the rules is that anybody that I've had on in the past can come on and is invited to come on during this 30-day period. But that's very beautiful. I don't know why. Railroad tracks, sun. So anybody who's been on in the past is invited to come back. But the rules are that nobody can come on twice in that 30-day period. So it has to be 30 unique individuals. And if a day happens where I don't get somebody to come on the show, I might get creative and just interview like a family member or a hobo or the mayor of Fresno, my ex, probably not my ex, a stop sign, maybe the local drug lord, myself. I've never interviewed myself before. That's a possibility. So I'll allow a creative leeway within this project. Make sure I'm not getting run over by a train. I'll allow some creative leeway in this project so it's not so difficult to manifest. And also, if any of you have somebody that you would like me to interview, or have somebody that you would like to see a show with me with, then feel free to reach out to that person and mention the idea. And if it looks all hunky-dory, then send them my way and we'll set it up. I have had people sort of ask for someone to come on the show in the past. It hasn't happened too often, but it has happened. JoJo happened that way, I think. Anyway, so those are the game rules. That's the plan. And morning meditations at 9. That's gonna stay steady, barring death or oversleeping, earthquakes, and possibly technological failures. But yeah, I think I'm in Madera, like the Madera, not Madera Ranchos. I started in the Ranchos, but now I'm just like way out in the middle of nowhere, and it's very nice. It's fantastic to be out in the middle of nowhere. Gotta make sure there's no cops, because cops, I think, are not a huge fan of cell phones and driving in the first place, and they're not a huge fan of cell phones with recording happening while pointed at them, and they're also not a fan of somebody taking a video and driving and endangering the public and etc. all at the same time. So I have to make sure that doesn't happen. So yeah, that's what's happening in my life. Kind of need a shave. Not a shave. I need a buzz. Beard buzz. Beard buzz. See, I just have more energy. I'm out in the forest, not the metal forest, and I have more energy. It's amazing. let me know what you guys think of that. Send me an email. I haven't heard any emails from y'all for a while, so send me an email. Let me know how your life's going. Or you could, if you'd like to be on the show, you can send me a Facebook message. Yep, that's about it. That's about all the words I wish to say for now. So, take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of your people. Don't let the little beasties running around in the ether get you down too much. You know. All right, people. Bye-bye.